You guys, we're back. Welcome to the Midnight Memo. Thank you so much for...
3.
Yes. Honestly, we took like so long to get this set up.
Yeah, I meant of recording, not of how many times it took us to start this. We don't need to get into that number. It's too high.
Oh, yeah. We should be better at this by now, but we're not.
I thought that was a realization of something. Like, oh yeah, I forgot. Like, we didn't do with something. And I was like, oh, fuck, what did you forget?
No, we literally had to rearrange the microphones because for some reason my computer wasn't recognizing her microphone anymore.
Happens. It doesn't want me to talk.
Yeah.
It's okay. Most people don't, but here I am with a podcast, so suck on that, bitches. Just kidding.
Yeah.
But kind of not.
And then we had to redo the camera angles a few times. The lighting was really weird because in my apartment, the light just comes from one side of the apartment. So like Kristen's face was lit up beautifully.
Bright white? No.
It was beautiful. But then
looking a little ghostly.
I was like turned to the side and it looked really dark. So now we have my therapy light instead of a ring light.
What did you say earlier?
Oh, I was saying like we can now record and cure our depression in one go.
She was like, we're doing a double whammy. And I was like, what?
2 birds, 1 stone. Here we go.
Beautiful. Beautiful moment.
But welcome back to the Midnight Memo. My name is Claire.
And I'm Kristen.
And we're so happy to have you. This is the show where we get to talk about all the thoughts that keep us up at night and where the bag under our eyes are heavy.
I was trying to remember the
but our thoughts are heavier. I need to practice it.
I remembered the second half and I was like, fuck, how do I start this?
Yeah.
We'll get better.
It just, practice makes perfect, you know?
That's a high bar for practice makes better. Let's go with that. Let's keep our expectations realistic.
Practice.
Practice is practice. You're right.
Facts. Oh my God.
It's fine.
Anyway.
Can you tell we've worked a whole day today? Well, work is a loose term. No, I did work. I did a lot of things today.
I feel like I did, but I didn't at the same time. It's like
one of those days.
Yeah, one of those days where you know you did work and you made progress, but it doesn't feel like you accomplished anything.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that now too.
Yeah.
Like I know I did a lot of shit. But I don't know if it's just because my brain was like running in a million circles trying to balance like the like 37 things that I have to do. But I only accomplished, I think, 1 and just like detangled some of my thoughts and my missions that I needed to do, which is still progress. That's still getting something done. But because it's not like a tangible thing, I also kind of feel like I'm like, did I do work today? First world problems.
Could be. If you're my job, I did do work today.
Dude, I even went into the office today and I'm not required for a Monday.
Good for
overachieving today. If you're my job, thank you very much. Just gonna
we love that.
Have a little moment to myself.
She's a corporate gal.
They did charge me for parking today though, so that was kind of sad.
Wow. I mean, you got free meals. So
I did get free meals.
I've
had all 3 of my meals today at work. And I had ice cream. Nice. So that was great.
What did I make?
What did you make? You have nothing in your fridge.
I have nothing. I think I had ground turkey and rice. I don't have anything in my fridge because I've been traveling a lot. The last like 3 weeks I haven't been here consistently, so
especially more than like 2 days. I feel like you've been home for like 2 days at a time max.
Yeah.
So it's like, why go grocery shopping at that point?
Exactly. Because everything is just going to go bad. So I've just been living off of prayers, really.
Is there ramen?
No, I don't have any.
Really?
Yeah, but it was also because we were doing a health challenge.
Oh yeah, she was being healthy and shit.
I have 2 days now until I can be as unhealthy as I want to be.
She's gonna make me look hella fat in Mexico, bro. Not looking forward to that.
No. Incorrect.
No. I went to the gym I don't know if I told you this the last time we saw each other. I went to the gym for the first time in like ages because I've just been oogly busy.
Yeah, you were telling me that.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. Yeah.
Getting back into it.
Tried to get back into it. My squats went down 20 pounds, so I was only squatting 80 pounds 84 pounds.
That's still a lot.
Rather than I was at 100 something last time. But I don't do it consistently. So like the numbers change a lot. But I was at 100, but then I went down this last time I went to the gym. I decided to go for like a deeper glute squat. And so I had to go down in weight 20 pounds, which was kind of sad boy.
But the nice thing, though, is that because you worked out before, it should be really easy for you to get it back.
Hopefully. and then my RDLs went up to 80 pounds. But now I hold so much weight that I can't, my butt can take it, but I have no upper body strength to support it.
That's so relatable.
So I was like holding these 40-pound dumbbells in each hand, and I'm like, I'm just going to drop these on my feet. I have no finger grip strength to support what the lower half of my body can do.
They have those grips now that you can get.
Yeah. That's what me and my partner, I told him about that, and he was like, you really should think about investing in those. And I was like, trust me, I had that same thought when I literally almost dropped it on my toes in that second rep. And I contemplated my life a little bit, and I was like, should I do this? And then I was like, oh, maybe it'll be easier if I just put it, because someone was using, I wasn't a complete idiot. I was using the dumbbells because all the bars were taken at the gym. So I'm not that dumb, but like a little bit. Because I also thought, oh, since I can't hold 2 dumbbells in my hands, maybe if I would just hold one large one in the middle, it'll be better. Bro, I couldn't even lift it.
Oh, well.
Because of course it's on the bottom shelf because it's 80 pounds.
Yeah.
So I had to like
try to tip it.
Tip it out. And then I was like, okay, that took way too much effort to get it out. And then I tried to pick it up and I was like, put it right back. Absolutely not.
No. Yeah. Today in the gym, I have a little gym in my apartment, so it's nice every once in a while to go. And you're usually there alone. But there was a guy who was in there before me, and I don't want to be one of those people who's like, I had this. Your form is horrendous because I'm not even that good. I literally had
this rant like the last time I went into the gym, and I was telling my partner about it because I saw this man using the machine so incorrectly. He was gonna hurt himself. I was like, I didn't want to be that person either. I didn't want, because also I work out, but I'm no personal trainer. Like I don't know everything, and I'm not gonna pretend to be. But this man literally was like trying to do some type of hamstring curl, and he put a wrap. First of all, he put like, I don't know what the fuck.
Like the strap around your ankle?
No, he didn't even use that. It was some strap. I hadn't seen it before, but it looked like it could fit my thigh in it.
Okay.
It was so large, and he tried to put it around his ankles, so already like 4 times too big. And then he was trying to do this hamstring curl, and he could barely kick it up because the strap is like not even attached to his ankle, first of all.
Yeah.
And then second of all, respectfully, I think he was lifting too much weight. I don't know.
Form over weight, guys.
Form over weight. Well, he was like pressed up against the machine to try to support himself while he was doing the curl. His body was turned like sideways. Like he wasn't straight up. He was like
interesting,
trying to like compensate for the kick.
Yeah.
And like twist. His spine was painting some S's down the line. And I was like, you were going to break yourself. Like it just, not one thing looked okay. Respectfully. And then I said the same thing. I was like, if your form looks that jaggedy, respectfully, that jaggedy, you should go down in weight. And then I happened to walk by his machine finally when he was done. He was trying to like curl like 60 pounds. And I was
listen,
like, I got a lot of lower body, but I would not be pulling that shit.
I don't know. I think a lot of the time, guys will go for the number on the weight rather than form, just to like show off that they can pick it up.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times, if you're like swinging the whole time,
you look
like
dumber.
you're not actually.
You look dumb.
And you're not actually able to lift the weight.
You're not doing anything.
But yeah,
and you get hurt. You're gonna get hurt.
Yeah, the guy in the gym today, he was doing body weight squats, but instead of like leaving, like you're supposed to keep the top half of your torso kind of up, not.
Don't fold over.
Yeah, don't fold over to like keep proper form. His chest was on his knees, and I'm like, you're just. And every single time, and he was stretching his arms out in front of him. Yeah. But like too far to like where it was pulling him forward and having his chest touch his knees on every squat. So he was literally like, and I was like, that's not really a squat. But I didn't want to tell him that. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to be silent in my corner because I'm still a shy girl at the gym.
Dude, relatable content. That's why I didn't go up to this dude, because I was like, who am I to freaking judge? But at the same time, I was like judging because I'm like, you're going to hurt. Like, it looked like and then because he couldn't curl the weight up, he was just slamming it against the ground. So even with my like noise canceling headphones in, I hear just like this, dum 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 dum, because he couldn't keep the weight up. So it was just going back and forth. And I was like, what the fuck? And that's how he got me attention. I wasn't trying to like
seek it out.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to rail on this dude, but like just suddenly I hear weights flailing and slamming all over the very small apartment gym, and I'm like, what is that? So
it is a gym, bro.
It is a gym, bro.
I think today we wanted to talk about the Bachelorette.
We actually happened to be talking about this like last week, and we were gonna talk about it in last week's episode, but my dumbass did not think to Google search anything, and I was like, oh, we should do that for this week or for an upcoming episode, but probably later, because I don't think Bachelorette is gonna start up soon. And then the day after we recorded last week's episode, then I saw a more recent announcement that was like this Monday, and I was like, so I texted Claire and I'm like, so about that.
Yeah. And so for those who don't watch The Bachelorette or The Bachelor or a part of Bachelor Nation, I mean, I only joined it like 3 seasons ago, so I'm still kind of like learning my way around the different things. But I think the consensus is that this season of The Bachelorette is going to be a trash fire, because there are 2 bachelorettes instead of 1, and they're going to be dating the same group of men.
Yep.
And I think this was, or people have been saying like, oh, it's a pull for more viewers, because
it 100% is. Like,
because the franchise has been kind of going downhill, I think, in the last few seasons. So they're trying to grab more viewers by obviously adding more drama.
Yeah. I've only watched, maybe, I think I started watching summer 2019. So not that much longer than you, and especially not much longer than, like, I have friends who are like diehards, right? I finally just like gave in, and that's how I started watching. And even just within the last couple years, so like the last couple seasons that I've been watching the decline each one, and I'm like, is it usually like this? Like, after you watch the first time and then every season sequentially after that it gets worse? And the consensus from my friends who are diehards and have been watching much longer than they're like, I mean, a little bit, but significantly in the last couple of years. Yeah, it's gone.
Wham.
Wham, wham.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the first season I watched was Matt's season, which was...
Yeah.
I want to say 3 seasons ago. Maybe?
If you're counting bachelors and bachelorettes, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, but...
Matt James.
Yeah, so the 2 new bachelorettes are going to be a girl named Rachel and a girl named Gabby from the last Bachelor season.
Dude, I loved, like, as soon as I saw Gabby come out for the, oh my gosh, what even was his name?
Clayton?
Yes. I was gonna say Colton, but I was like, no, that was like
There's
the last one.
Yeah. I kept getting them mixed up too.
Yeah. So
because they're the same, they're just like different versions of vanilla. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Bro, they're the same men in different fonts. Like, if you look at just objectively, I'm sorry, but if you look at them, so many similarities. And then on top of that, their names are so similar. Like, just had to really dig it in there. Yeah. But Clayton, I already got confused again. I was like, fuck, what did we just agree was? Clayton season.
The most recent Bachelor.
And as soon as Gabby came out, my partner's name is Gab, in case you don't know that. And so when she came out, he was like, oh, it's me in girl version. I'm like, that's a little bit ambitious, but she is cute as hell. And then we just like became diehard fans of her for the rest of the season. And I'm so in love with her.
Yeah. All the shit that went down last season. I mean, crazy. Just drama. I don't know why they stayed.
It was so bad. Like, the last few, like, the whole season was respectfully terrible. Like, just unnecessary drama. But of course, that's why we watch it. Like, we eat it up. But like, even though you know it's unnecessary drama and you know it's trash, and I think this is a consensus across people, like the Bachelor Nation, people who watch it, like, you know it's trash, you know it's garbage, you know these fights are ridiculous, but like, why reality TV does what it does. It's so much fun to watch other people's trash fire drama.
If it's not my drama, bring it on.
Exactly.
I love it, but
I feel like that last season, like, yeah, it was a trash fire, was just unnecessary little petty things, whatever. But at the end, I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah,
I mean, respectfully, I could spoil it because it's been like a while and you should be caught up if you're really invested. But
yeah, if you guys want to know what happened, you can Google it. We won't do a little summary on this channel though. So
right,
Google it, come back, we'll be caught up.
Yeah. But I guess I can say that it involves the final 2 girls. There was some drama there with them in The Bachelor. And those last few episodes involving them and The Bachelor, I was just like, same thing. Like, why are you staying for sorry, why are you staying for this man? It's so garbage.
He's proven time and time again that he's just a trash human being.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I don't know. But now they have their own season. They're going to be dating the same 30 dudes.
I wish they got their own. Like, first of all, okay, also for context. So usually there's one bachelor or bachelorette, and they date for the whole, you know, they have their group of 30, and they date those 30 throughout the entire season. A couple years ago, this one girl, Claire.
She gives Claire, the name Claire, a bad rep.
She does, but at least it's spelled incorrectly.
That's true.
It's spelled without the I, in case you're wondering, which is just wrong. Anyways, so she decided, she threw a wrench in the sea. I still don't want to spoil. I feel like if you don't know, but you're invested in like the drama we're talking about right now, like you've had time to catch up, but I won't spoil it just for the goodness of my heart or like whatever.
or whatever.
Or whatever. But she threw a wrench in the season and she left early. I can spoil that much. So then they had to throw in another bachelorette maybe halfway through the season, I think.
Yeah.
Roughly. And then
not even like two episodes, right?
Yeah, like few episodes, very early in the season. Yeah. And then so they decided to do that again with the Bachelorette season after that, but this time intentionally, they were like, okay, we're going to have two Bachelorettes. We're going to have one season for one and then one season for the other. And then now they've receded even more where they're like, we're actually going to just put both the Bachelorettes at the same time and they're going to date the same 30 men now. Like that's what we're talking about, of like this downward spiral of getting like progressively worse. Like,
yeah,
we can't even afford them the courtesy of having their own season. We're just going to shove them together, which is so rude. I really want to see personally Gabby thrive dating or not, you know. It's a tough process dating her 30 men.
Yeah, I just don't know how it's going to work. So they're dating the same guys, so the guys will be trying to vie for each one or one in particular that they decide, hey, I have a connection with you. But during the eliminations, how are the eliminations even gonna work? So like they have rose ceremonies after, I want to say in each episode or something.
They try to, except when they get towards the end, then they drag it out, right?
Yeah.
But
where
roughly
they will kind of, the girls or the guy will say, give out roses to people who should stay. But then like, how are they gonna, what if one girl wants to keep one guy and the other doesn't?
Right. Because they still have to filter down, like X amount of men have to go home at each rose ceremony. Yeah. So they're only allowed to move on X amount of spots each episode. So yeah, if they're supposed to keep, say, 15 men, and then they can't agree on they've already agreed on the first 14, now they're trying to fill up slot 15, and Gabby wants one person and Rachel wants another person, like what happens then?
I don't know. We're going to have to find out. It's really weird. I don't know. What if they like the same guy?
That's has to be inevitable, right? Like I can't see a situation where it doesn't work out like that. I feel like they obviously are planning for that. Like that's the intention.
Yeah. And
girl drama.
I don't even know like how, it just doesn't make any sense in my brain. Like if one girl wants to keep a guy, the other one doesn't, does he stay? What's the drama going to be between the guys? Because every single season, all the guys will be like, oh, you're not here for her. Or like...
That's always the debate. I mean, like, it's true for some of I feel like it's more of the issue of who's going to get caught and who's going to be falsely accused.
Yeah. Or it's going to be one guy ends up falling in love with both of them. Or like...
Oh my God, yeah, that's totally going to be a trope this season.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be rough, I think.
Also, why are they not doing this for the Bachelors? Because Clayton got his whole...
But it was after his season that guess they were both fan favorites, so they were like...
True. But the season... Oh my gosh, who was before Clayton? Where they had two. Because it was Claire and Tayshia, then it was Matt, and then who were the two? Katie and...
Michelle.
Yes.
But they had their own seasons.
Right. But then we had Clayton. What I'm saying is the women are doubling up.
Oh.
And then the men are getting their own season. Go back to the last episode. Female struggles. The patriarchy fucking sucks. Anyways, pin, moving on. Okay. Yeah. Just had to point that out.
Yeah. But anyway, with the Bachelorette coming out, we were like, what would our Bachelorette personas be? Say if we were either a contestant or if we were the main Bachelorette.
If we were, yeah.
Oh my God, we should have made our like own little Bachelorette bios.
Should we do that now? Should we make the Bachelorette bio now?
I feel like my creative juices aren't flowing, but like we can try. But I mean, since you suggested it, you have to go first.
Fuck! I don't got any juices to flow. I feel dirty now. Take it away.
So we kind of know what Kristen's persona is. I'm just kidding.
Y'all, okay, listen here. I barely got any sleep and I actually had caffeine today. So that's the struggle bus. And that's what we're on. In case that moment I just had was not clear that I'm not doing well today.
We are unwell.
Oh my God. What even goes in a bachelor? Gosh, this is embarrassing.
Think that
now I have to look it up.
I think they do post. Oh, I have my phone.
Ooh.
Oh,
what crap?
Did anyone hear that? That was my shoulder. Yeah. Okay.
Yummy.
Let me see.
What should we
Where's
put?
Safari. Where is Chrome?
Should I put that I'm a Scorpio in my bio? I feel like that'll deter the correct crowd.
Yes.
Bro, okay, so also side tangent.
Bios.
If you can see behind us, we have a little sign, a little Midnight Memo sign, and oh no, that almost fell. That would have been detrimental.
Whoa.
Now it's going to fall at a later time and I'm going to cry about it. Anyways. But I put the episode topic on there. First of all, there's a ridiculous amount of letters in Bachelorette. Such a long word. And you don't know how long it took. I had to spell check that shit because I was not confident in my spelling ability.
Yeah, it was great. I just watched.
Yeah. Well, you were doing other things. You were handling the camera. And I was like, here's my contribution. OCD. Put the letters together at even spacing.
My contribution? OCD. That could be your
That's my tagline. Scorpio. An OCD Scorpio.
Wow. Men will just flock. I'll just be like,
OCD
I'll put
brings the
milkshakes. Yeah, I'll put milkshakes out. And then the boys will arrive. But we don't want boys, so we want men.
We want men.
Okay, so I'm reading one of the Bachelorette bios.
This is why I shouldn't have caffeine. Also, I had my coffee at 8 a.m.
8 a.m.?
Okay.
And it's still active right now? The caffeine?
Okay, so like I got it from actually 9 a.m. I think I got to work at like 9.
Nice.
And then I like periodically drank. I drank like half of it before 10 a.m. And then I just kind of like sippy boyed the rest of the day.
Good.
Yeah. But it takes like 5 hours to hit me. So, yeah. Starting great.
No, I don't know.
Dude, caffeine sensitive. Anyways, tell me about Rachel's bio.
Okay, so I'm just going to use hers as an example. Rachel is a fearless, frequent flyer looking for a man who will travel the world with her.
Fearless, frequent flyer.
Well, she's up. We love the alliterations. English reference.
Spelling alliteration. I didn't sign up for this today.
After recently earning her private pilot license,
Another
the future
one.
is
Private pilot license.
So she's into planes, guys.
Peter, that was the other Bachelor that was respectfully garbage. Pilot Pete.
I never watched that season.
Good, don't do it.
Okay. We'll avoid
sorry,
at all
not
costs.
sorry.
After recently earning her private pilot license, the future is nothing but sunny skies ahead for Rachel, and now she is hoping to find a co-pilot that matches her sense of adventure.
Why are these so like? I knew these were gonna be cringe, but like writing a bio, anytime there's a bio written, I feel like it's cringy.
That's true.
But these feel like extra cringe.
Yeah, there's a second paragraph, but I don't really want to read it.
No, it's okay. You don't need to. I don't need more cringe in my life.
So
kind of gave me the ick. That was not fun.
I don't know what my bio would be like.
Do you remember
on a typical day, she's lazy. She will not put makeup on except for when she's recording to be presentable. Even then, sometimes not.
I know when I came in and you had just come out of the shower, but you had your makeup done. I was like, God damn it, this woman.
I was trying a new eyeliner thing. Didn't work. If you guys can see, the wings just kept getting bigger. But I was like, listen, I can't take it off now.
You could.
I'm just on camera.
Just gonna
get unready with me type situation.
You would look like, I feel like if you tried, first of all, are you still using the Tarte Stuffy?
Listen, I've had the same makeup.
So the answer is yes. And if so, it's really not going to expired?
Oh, T.
You would try frantically you would look like, oh my gosh, the matchmaker from Mulan. Just if it moves at all.
Yeah. No, I overdo eyeliner for sure, but I'm overcompensating for the lack of eyelashes that I have.
Relatable content.
But anyway.
A little detour.
On a typical day, Claire is a couch potato who likes to eat hot Cheetos with chopsticks. Because she doesn't like getting her hands all red and stuff. Dusty. But like, you know, she likes to dance.
Yeah.
She likes sleeping and eating.
So interesting.
Uninteresting. Her toxic trait is that she will puzzle until the puzzle is done.
I love the shoulder work that got in.
Yeah. That's it. I don't know.
Solid.
What would yours be?
I know. I thought I was going first.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't want to. That was a lie. I don't want to go first. But now I don't. Kristen talks about nothing but not a lot besides her dog. Kristen's toxic trait is her entire camera roll is now her dog. I'm that person.
I feel like that's not too out of the ordinary now.
Yeah, for sure.
Dogs have become the new children.
She's turning 2 in a few months. I keep seeing those TikToks that are like, pandemic puppies are turning 2 this year. And I was like, didn't come on here to be attacked like that. Thank you. I know.
Also pandemic babies.
Stop. I know my niece is turning 3.
That's
I had
crazy.
A crisis today. I already had I'm checked out for crisis. That was earlier today.
Yeah.
During lunch. That's why I had ice cream.
Tea.
Yeah.
Tea. Yeah. But go on. More details about Kristen. She's a Scorpio.
She has a chronic sugar tooth. Sweet tooth. Trying to think, what else do I do? She likes to dance, but she's not Claire, so like, eh. What else do I do?
You travel.
I travel. I like traveling.
But she's not a pilot.
She's not a pilot, so that's like a little less interesting. I have to like pay when I go places.
Yeah, imagine just being able to fly yourself whenever you wanted to go. Maybe I should become a pilot.
Career change now?
Yeah.
Okay. I just request that you bring me with you.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I don't know. I mean, I would say like we could do like more couples trips, but Gabs doesn't even trust me driving.
Yeah, I know. He's kind of toxic like that.
Gab.
I was just talking to our friends about that. He didn't even trust me driving for like the first months of us dating. Yeah. And that's mostly just because he claims to be type B, but he's very type A. Sorry, babes.
Realizations exposed. Yeah.
What else do I do? What do I do?
This is like when people ask you what's name a fun
hobbies?
fact.
Yeah.
Like,
I did come up with a fun fact recently, though.
What's your fun fact?
I had 2 pet scorpions.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
I guessed correctly, too.
Yeah.
And
oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah. I was like, is this one? And then my boyfriend, who was also playing, he did not pick that one. And I was like...
Toxic.
I told you.
I feel like the answer was very obvious, too. I was like... It was right there.
Yeah. It was... The other one was not it.
The other one was so bad. But I didn't...
what it was.
Yeah, it was basically a trash answer.
Yeah.
I didn't understand the goal of the game, so I kind of lost because everyone guessed my answer. But it's fine. Mm-hmm. I've had 2 pet scorpions.
Yeah. And my fun fact is every single time someone asks me for a fun fact, I have an anxiety attack.
Dropping some sick rhymes on that too, my God.
Ooh. Just kidding.
Tries to beatbox.
I can't. Boots and cats.
Boots and cats. Boots and cats. Boots and cats.
Okay.
Anyway. We've derailed.
Bachelorette personas.
Okay. So basically, as bachelorettes, I feel like TLDR, we would not be very interesting. I think we'd be pretty basic, but
oh yeah,
it's the awareness.
Be the most basic person. I think I wouldn't even, if I were to be on the Bachelorette and I was cast as
the Bachelorette.
No, cast as one of the possible girls on a Bachelor season.
Okay, so a contestant on the Bachelor.
Yeah. If I was a contestant, my entrance would be very lackluster. I would not try to.
I want to know too how they figured that out, because they can't have everyone come out with a. Okay, again, if you haven't watched The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, there's 30 people coming out. They're all doing entrances, but only a select few small group of them have extravagant to some degree entrances. Usually most of them will, they get out of the limo, they walk up to the bachelor or bachelorette, whoever it is.
Yeah.
Maybe do a little cute zinger, put some lines on them.
Yeah, basically you want to make sure that the bachelor remembers who you are. So trying to make an impact on the first meeting.
So I don't know how they determine how many people do that and then how many people do these extravagant driving in a monster truck. They have very out there entrances, but it's only, I don't know, maybe 5 to 7. I don't really know how much, but it's a small portion of them.
Yeah.
And it's do you pull straws for that? Is it if you have an idea, then you automatically get to do it? I want to know what's the filtering system.
I think everyone technically gets to do whatever entrance they want, but then in editing, they just decide these few were the best ones.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I mean, but they show us everyone who comes in. So it's they still get to make the choice. Either they make the choice or production makes the choice for them that they're going to have a lackluster, normal, a limo entrance or something more.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know.
I want to know what I would want to have something extravagant. I would want to have an extravagant entrance, but I don't think I'm that creative. And I think it depends who the contestant is, right?
Yeah.
Because they usually.
That's what I was thinking. I was trying to just trace back if the extravagant entrances lined up with the people who stayed longer.
Not necessarily. I think a little bit. I think if you have an extravagant entrance, I think you at least make it through the first night. Usually, I think that's a pretty safe generalization, but doesn't necessarily mean you make it past that. Because after that, after your first entrance, then it's okay, now what do you have to bring to the table, honestly?
That's fair. I don't know.
Which could not answer for you right now.
What would your entrance be?
I don't know.
Here's my entrance.
Again, it depends who it, when it was Pilot Pete, there was a lot of flight attendant references and that sort of, so they often will make, the contestants, I feel will make references to the person. Or when it was Michelle's season, she was a teacher, so there was a lot of teacher-student references, which is also kind of creepy, but we don't need to get into that. So it follows a theme.
Okay. Yeah. So would you want to make a good impression on the first meeting?
Yeah, definitely.
What kind of contestant would you want to be? Would you want to hang out for a while and try to go further, or would you want to
as opposed to what?
For me,
oh gosh,
I am not there for the guy, because truthfully,
I'm not there for the primary goal of the show.
Truthfully, I'm not the type of person who could fall in love in 3 months, especially on TV, and so I'm not even going to try to do that.
Yeah.
I would be the producer's worst nightmare. I'd be there for the entertainment.
Victoria?
Yeah.
References. Get in on it.
But I wouldn't be mean. I would just be they would ask me to do things and I'd be like, nah.
I kind of don't want to do this challenge today.
Yeah. I would just be for the entrance. For the girls who do entrances, they're always in these beautiful gowns or trying to make these really cool entrances with trucks or I don't know, one girl in last season, of The Bachelor brought in an urn of ashes. I don't know. I thought that was really funny. But I think my entrance would be something like either have them roll me in on a couch or I would just like walk up like there's no vehicle. I would just scurry.
You were going to walk up to the Bachelor mansion?
Yeah. Just
in
with
heels?
like, no. You expect too much of me, Kristen.
No. I've seen you do it before. This woman wore stilettos through the cobblestone streets of Italy, drunk off her ass.
That was when I was young. We are a quarter century old.
This was 3 years ago.
Everything is downhill from here. I would have my like fuzzy slippers on. I would have pajamas and like a hoodie.
Yeah.
No makeup, probably greasy hair up in a bun.
Love that.
Just carrying some like chips or some snacky foods.
Your gummies.
True.
Gummies.
Yeah. Or multiple. Have a sweet and salty, you know? Just kind of scurry up the path. You know?
She said diversity.
And I would just be like, sup, bro, do the little handshake thing. And I'll be like, see you inside. And then that would be my whole entrance.
Right on.
Don't even acknowledge his name, really. I'm just hungry.
Sup, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
Listen, I would bring food because I know that they don't feed you food. And they only feed you alcohol to get all the drunk drama.
Yeah. For surezies.
And then, like, once I was in the mansion, I would just, like, hang out on the couch.
Would you share your
get
snacks?
Some drinks. I don't know. It depends on how hungry I am that day. You know?
Do you see the shoulder work happening here?
Yeah, I don't know. But that would be my entrance.
Fair.
Your turn.
Fuck, I really don't know. I don't know. I would want to do something extravagant, but I don't think I have it in me. And I'd probably fumble the ball, honestly. Like, I'd probably have some elaborate scheme, and I would do something like the contestants who seem very real, and they're like, I had a line and I don't remember it right now. That would probably be me. That would probably be me.
Okay. Like, how would you get to the front of the building?
Again, I think it would depend on the person, but because I have no ideas right now, I guess I'd do a limo thing.
All right.
If I was still like, if I had coordination, I'd do something more, but I don't.
I was going to say, like, I see you going in on, like, a motorcycle.
Bro, fuck. I'm changing my answer.
Hi, my name's Claire, and I'm going to cast the next season of The Bachelor.
Yeah, ride in on a crotch rocket. That'd be pretty sick. Be in full leather, too. Yep. There we go. We've decided now. We have now that one.
We're formulating Kristen's Bachelorette persona.
My persona. Sorry, babe. We have to break up so I can go on the next season of The Bachelor.
I mean, half the contestants do that anyway.
Oh,
so.
I know. Let's not even get into the drama that is that.
Yeah. So.
It's stupid, too, because they'll do that. Like, the number one rule, if you don't know, the number one rule is don't try out, apply for the show if you're in a relationship, which feels very straightforward considering the whole point of coming out of the show is to come out with, at the bare minimum, a serious relationship, right?
You would think. However, I think a lot of the time, the Bachelor franchise is about making a platform for yourself.
100%.
Whatever.
And that's been kind of the drama that's been in the last couple seasons. It's
yeah.
Like that being it. Contestants being exposed for having those intentions rather than actually meeting the Bachelor or the Bachelorette and like forming that connection.
Yeah. But at the same time, so like obviously it's a dick move to go into the competition having a relationship currently or breaking off a relationship just
right
before to see if you make it far to then just rekindle the relationship. That's a dick move. However,
to both the Bachelor, the Bachelorette, and the person that you're stringing along where you're like, oh, BRB after I go on this season or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah. But at the same time, if you're the person being strung along, get some self-respect. I don't know. Like if you...
Yeah. No, I agree. I
don't know. But...
Yeah. I never got that part. I mean, maybe it's probably different when you're in it, but still I'm like, sis or bro, like whoever it is, like... Just you know, two hands, just deep. If
you have the proper form at the gym, it should be very easy. Wow.
Look at that. Bringing it back.
Yeah. Whoa, okay, guys. So it started getting dark. So we changed the lighting setup a little bit, so we're not as white.
Now we're just yellow.
I was yellow before.
Thank you for making the joke complete. That was great.
Nailed it. Okay, so we were on Bachelorette dating personas.
Yeah.
Okay, so part of the first night on The Bachelor or Bachelorette, as a contestant, you're supposed to be able to steal time with like whoever is the Bachelor, Bachelorette. And so a lot of girls will just like come over and be like, "Hey, can I like steal some time?" How would you steal time?
I don't know. Because, okay, people pleaser me. I don't want to step on no bitch's toes. But at the same time, I'm competitive. So it's more of a who's going to win in that moment between my two conflicting interests. I would like to think I try to be as respectful as possible. You know, if someone's talking with him, don't go in as soon as they freaking sit down. I fucking hate that. I hate when they'll go in, another contestant goes in as soon as the Bachelor sits down with a contestant and is like, "Oh, can I steal him?" And then they're like, the contestant that was currently talking to the Bachelor is like, "We literally just sat down." And they're like, "Oh, well, we have to fight." And then even worse, undermining when the Bachelor's like, "Oh yeah, I can go, you know, the person who's stealing time, I'm gonna go with them then." It's like, oh, how fucking like, if I was the person sitting down and he'd do that, I'd be like, "Bye, send me home now."
Yeah.
Fuck no. Like,
yeah.
Such.
I don't like that either. It's very dismissive.
It's
like,
so dismissive.
Like,
it's disrespectful.
You have to make time for it to meet as many girls as possible. But like, right. I don't know. I don't even know how long those nights are. But apparently, whole night. Yeah, it's a really long time.
Supposedly.
Yes. Yeah. I think I wouldn't even try to steal time. I don't think. My goal is not to stay there for a long time.
Yeah.
My goal is to
Claire's motives.
Yeah. So I think I'd like hang out at the bar, just try all the drinks. Yeah. Tell them, I would be like, "Can I try that beer?" And be like, "No, don't like that one. Can I try that one?" Just be the most annoying person ever.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The worst.
Yeah. But if I did end up having time with whoever it was, I don't know what I'd do. Like, I think I would just like maybe play that food catching game to see if we can just like catch food in our mouth.
What's your coordination?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So if it's the first night, you can bring your snacks and be like, "I brought ammo." And then you guys can play the food catching game.
That would be it. That'd be the only thing we would do.
I mean, those are cute. Sometimes when contestants do like food dates like that, themed of a sorts, I think it's really cute.
Yeah. But at the same time, they don't allow you to actually eat on the show.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Because I think it's because it makes so much noise and your microphones are like so close to you. So
that makes sense. I just knew that they didn't, and I was like, bro, I could not date a man for 3 months and not know what he eats. Like, you know, like what if you?
That's true. What if her partner has an interesting eating technique?
I know.
When it comes to having fries,
that was my warning sign, and I still dated the man. What the fuck? So maybe
I also had many red flags, but
the blonde.
I look good in red.
God fucking damn it, Claire.
It's okay.
Red flags. It's more of an orange to me, burnt orange.
I'm colorblind. I didn't know they were red.
I'm red, green, colorblind. They look the same to me.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Anyways.
But yeah, I couldn't go out with someone for 3 months and not know what they eat. Like, what if you come out of that and, you know, they just eat like a what they chew with their mouth open? I don't want to fucking hear you chew.
That's true.
I don't want to.
And okay, pet peeve of mine when guys eat. I don't know why. I've only seen it with guys. Yeah, not even like putting their elbows on the table. They'll hold the fork. If they
like
hold
a shovel.
The fork like this, no. Like, why? Just hold it normally. Like,
that's fair.
If you eat like this, no. Bye. I don't know why it bugs me so much.
That's fair.
It reminds me of like a toddler.
Yeah.
Which like toddlers go for it, but like a grown ass man.
Yeah. You're telling me you don't have more muscle reflexes than that?
Yeah,
like,
I don't know. It bothers me.
That's fair. It bothers me too, but I had never formalized and thought about it that much. Maybe because I've never been forced with that issue enough to be like, that's a pet peeve.
Yeah.
So thankfully, haven't needed to work
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess like to flip it, if we were the main character, the Bachelorette,
Imagine.
how would you filter through all the contestants? Like, what are you looking for?
Ooh. First of all, vibes. Like, if you just give me like douche energy, out. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Not going for douche energy. Overly competent, like any type of arrogance. No. No. If you're trying, I was gonna say trying to impress me, but like obviously try to impress me, like fucking sweep me off my feet. But like, I don't know, if you're being too bro about it, I don't know how to like describe, but like very toxic masculinity, like trying to show me overly dominant masculine energy, not gonna fly with me.
Yeah.
Like,
do you have any like questions that you ask on a first date to kind of like filter through people? Or like how do you kind of like test the energy?
well, I haven't been on a first date in a while.
I mean, that is fair. So she's out of practice, guys.
Yeah, she's a little rusty, but I think, I mean, I would probably have like guided questions of like, you know, what's their family dynamic like, what's their value. More, I would want to know how they view women.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know.
Very true.
Like, I would probably ask them about the women in their life, but I think that would only be ideally if the conversation comes to a standstill. I want to see what they put out first.
Yeah.
Like what they decide to stir up a conversation with me on. Because I feel like that'll be a very telltale sign of like what's top of mind, what's important to them.
Yeah.
What about you?
Hot take on this. I think that it's really important, yes, to talk about like what does feminism mean to them, and kind of aligning from the very beginning, like what politics is like a very like, oh, don't talk about politics, don't talk about religion on like when you first meet someone. But if it's like a romantic relationship and our views in that don't align, then why am I going to waste time?
Yeah.
So like making sure that kind of aligns are the top two. And then the third would be communication styles. Like I like to lay that out very early on.
Yeah.
I always say like I would rather over communication than under communication. And I mean, for me, in my current relationship, our second to like fifth date or something, we're all escape rooms, which you don't know, you're locked in a room together for an hour and you can't get out. So I refuse
to do it. I've done one with my partner. Refuse to do it ever again. For context, there were like 6 other people involved, but like I was ready to wring this man's neck out. Like I love him with my whole heart. I feel like half of it was having like multiple people, and I couldn't just like be like tell him like shut the fuck up.
I mean, you could.
I could have, but I was not feeling like that. I didn't want to be like a total bitch. Shocker.
She's a Scorpio.
She's a Scorpio, guys. But so maybe it would be different if it was just the two of us, but I like don't want to go through that experience again.
Fair enough.
He's always like, we should do an escape, especially because you guys do a bunch of escape rooms. He's always like, we should do one. And I'm like,
a double date escape room.
Oh my God, that's going to be so interesting. Oh gosh.
You guys. We're going to do it, and I'm going to
Your partner would
back.
have to, I'm going to like, I might punch your partner if he mumbles though. Respectfully.
I know. He'll enunciate. I'll make sure.
Practice pronouncing things before.
But we did a lot of, we still do escape rooms together, and it like always tests our communication, which is super important to me.
Yeah.
So I think like those are the top 3 that I really go for. And then we always have to like laugh. Like if you can make me laugh, easy and not just like a pity laugh, you know, where you're like,
Mine is if you can make me laughing, but I think the sense of humor, like you need to have, for me, I have a dark sense of humor, but I'm sarcastic as hell. If you can't catch my sarcasm, because
What sarcasm?
I'm like, you know, I feel like it can be a turnoff to certain people, like just how I'm not gonna take shit. Like, other people in the past, I've had relationships where it was a turn off and like they just couldn't catch it. They're like, do you gotta make a joke about that every time? I'm like, yes. This is how
Absolutely.
I cope. This is how I deal with life. Okay.
Yeah.
So if they can't catch, keep up, and even rebuttal that, you're not gonna make it far with me.
Yeah.
Like,
Fair enough.
point blank, period.
Yeah, sense of humor, super important. Yeah. Yeah, but I think a lot of the contestants, as like guys who go on to the Bachelorette, they're all the same too.
Yeah.
I don't know. And half of them right off the bat. What the heck? I was going to say from the get-go.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Yep.
Anyway, from the start, they act a certain way and they try to like sweet talk. But for some reason, I mean, as a third party person not involved at
watching
all,
the show from the outside,
it's so obvious.
Oh, for sure.
But then as a person, I don't know if it would be obvious.
That's what I think. That's why the show is as good as it is, air quotes. But it's that whole dynamic, right, of like breaking the fourth wall, of like you see this person, this contestant being absolute trash, and then sometimes the Bachelor or Bachelorette has that context because other contestants pointed out to them. Sometimes they don't. And it's like watching, it's such a like cringy, nail biting experience watching them get the wool pulled over their eyes of like this person, this trash human being, like sweet talking their way through. And then even more so if other contestants are pointing it out and being like, hey, this contestant A, piece of shit. And whether or not the Bachelor or Bachelorette takes that to heart and like kicks them out, if they even see it. The worst for me is when they don't see it. Is like when the toxic contestant A person just keeps managing to like run loops around the Bachelor or Bachelorette and can somehow magically keep sweet talking them. Because I'm just like, how the fuck do you not see it? Like, it's true. It's right there.
And like if I was the main Bachelorette and one guy came to me and was like, hey, contestant B, he's the worst. I'd be like, okay, like I'll take it into consideration. However, if it's only one person who's told me that, then I can't believe it right off the bat. Because it could just be like they're beefing, whatever.
That's a tough differentiation.
However, once more than one person says the same thing about that contestant B, then I'll be like, you're gone. Which I actually, so one of the previous Bachelorettes, Katie, who I think was right after Matt, she handled her season in that way. She was very cutthroat in the sense of, I'm not taking any bullshit. If you're not here for me, then get the fuck out, which I love, which I think I would have handled it the same way. And I think she was under fire a lot for handling it like that. But
because they were like, we're not seeing any, I think Bachelor Nation was like, we're not seeing any drama because she's just kicking them out right away. And I'm like, good. Like, fuck, if it was my season, I also wouldn't want to be entertaining. Like, I'm not here for you bitches to have
your time to shine. It's literally 3 months. That's all you get. So it's like, you better spend that time with the people you actually want to pursue. Not just
be actively pursuing me. I want people who are actively pursuing me, not trying to play side games. Fuck that.
So I mean, I think I would handle it similar to how Katie handled it.
They had to throw a lot of wrenches into that. Like, externally, they were like trying to throw shit in because they're like, she's giving us nothing.
Tea.
Right? If you think about that season, I feel like.
The only thing about her season I would change, she should have kept Andrew. Andrew, what? We love
Andrew.
If you haven't watched Katie's season of The Bachelorette, go watch it.
You guys thought he wasn't gonna make it. I remember when we were watching.
He
didn't. Spoilers. Okay. But I was Team Andrew day one, and they're like, Kristen, why? And I'm like, bro, I'm just telling you, the vibes on this man, immaculate.
No, okay. Everyone I knew was like, Team Greg. I'm like, no. I hate him. Anyway.
Dude, day one, I was Team Andrew.
But they are friends now outside of the season.
Greg and Katie?
Greg and Andrew.
Yeah, I saw that. That was wild.
They're besties, bro.
It's wild to me how that happens. I feel like it happens pretty frequently, especially when you think that you have either 30 guys or 30 girls like in a house together for up to 3 months together. It's like, okay, you're going to build bonds of some sort, but it's still like they dated your ex. Like, you guys have the same ex that you were dating together at the same. Yeah. I'm like, is that not awkward? Or is it one of those things where like, oh, when you're in TV, you know,
I don't know.
Normal people constructs kind of don't apply outwards.
I think it also could depend on how far you went in the process. So like,
they both went pretty far though. Like in that case specifically.
Yeah. But even when you go far into this process, far is like 2.5 months.
Yeah. But
so still. It's like, I don't know. I don't think it would, like, if you had dated a girl for like a year or 2 years and then your best friend dated the same girl, then I think it would be more weird than just being like, oh, we were in a couple months together in a production environment. Yeah. You know?
That's fair.
But also I think guys are more lackadaisical about that. Is that the right word? Lackadaisical?
I'm not going to correct
Nonchalant
you on that.
About it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like they don't let it hold that much weight, I guess. Whereas girls were, I think, pettier about it. And we have the girl code and we're like, oh, I dated him. I don't want you to date him type of thing. But I don't know.
Maybe. I feel like guys would get more. I think it really depends on the bro dynamics. Like how you said, oh, like if a guy dated a girl for like a year and a half or something like that, and then his bro dated, I feel like that would still be breaking bro code. Like that would, I can see that causing a fight, you know, because it's like out of like the possessiveness of it. I feel like mother, you know, like human nature would come in and like that would be an issue. I
don't know.
Yeah. I
know we definitely have like a girl code where it's like don't date my exes.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know
if
it's
have
the
same type though.
Yeah, that's true.
Pretend that didn't happen. We don't, but you switched up.
I did. Okay.
You switched up.
Yeah. My current boyfriend is the first white guy I've ever dated.
Yeah.
I
feel like off of a stereotypical like picture type is closer to like, actually, I don't know. What is my type? I've dated a little bit of everything. I don't even know what my type is.
Yeah, I was going to say, since I've known you, you've dated 3 very different people.
She's a hoe. Just kidding.
She's just accepting.
Yeah, I know. When people are like, what's your type? I'm like, listen, I've dated quite a few different, like, and then people are like, oh, usually I have an ethnic type, right? A preference, you know, they have an ethnic preference, whatever. That's cool. That's grand, whatever. I dated a lot of different colors.
I didn't, like, when I first started dating, I didn't think I had a type, but then it was very apparent that I had a type.
She likes the melanin.
I do. I like them tan.
Yeah.
But then now I'm with a white guy, so what does that say?
I think I told you that in college too. Like your last boyfriend in college. I was like, do you recognize the trend happening here? And you're like,
yeah, because even after college.
Yeah, your next couple boyfriends were.
Yeah, I've only dated Asians.
Yeah.
Until now.
Breaking the cycle.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like, I mean, do you have any funny dates? Since we're talking about dating, do you have any funny dating stories? Or like funny, I mean, I don't think you ever did online dating or like through the apps or anything.
I mean, I was on the apps right before I dated my boyfriend.
That's true. Oh my God, yes, because I remember we were going to make you a profile at Lucy's house.
We did make me a profile, and we were going through my profile while we were high as shit, and I was like, what's going on?
But we were making a profile on Tinder, I
mean, the bar was low, okay? Like, you know, I was dipping my feet in the bar was low. I was going through some shit. That was what I could emotionally handle at the time, which is fine.
Fair enough.
You know, I recognized it. I was like, we're not ready for that shit yet.
Yeah. Tinder is a very specific dating app where it's like you go on for one specific reason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was your experience?
I mean, I feel like you guys used my Tinder more than I did.
We did. We were swiping left and right
for like an hour.
And then I think we ended up talking to like someone who you thought was cute, and we're like, oh,
yeah. I remember being mortified for most of that. So like, probably
we did our jobs as friends.
Yeah, it made me feel uncomfortable as shit. And then I don't think I talked to him after that. I think
That was
I, quote, quote, I, being Claire and our friends, talked to him that night. And that was just about it, I think.
Yeah.
Because I would get so self-conscious, like, talking to, I'm like, you're a stranger, like, hello, a stranger.
It is weird.
And that's a reality. And at some point, if you do go that path, which many people, especially of our generation, have, right? Like, you met your partner on an online dating app. It's part of the process, but I couldn't get over that. And I wasn't on it nearly long enough. So I didn't have time to get used to it either way.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of people, I think, as well, like to have that in-person meeting.
Definitely. I'm one of those people.
Yeah. When you meet your significant other. But
do you have any funny dating stories then? Online dating? Like weird dates from online dating?
Oh my God. I haven't. Yes. Okay. So precursor, I don't think I had a stigma with online dating at first.
We all do. Everyone does when they started, I feel like.
And I feel like there's this weird, people think that there's like some sort of desperation or something that's attached to online dating, which I definitely was one of those people at first, but at the same time, once we were in quarantine and I think quarantine hit, no one was meeting anyone.
Yeah.
Everyone was cooped up. So if you wanted a relationship, unless you already knew someone that you were interested in.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah. Then it was really hard to, I don't know, get that connection. And so it really opened my eyes to online dating and things. And then I had a coworker suggest Hinge to me, which is where I met my current boyfriend and my last.
Hinge, sponsor us.
Yes. And my last 2 boyfriends before that.
The ones that you met in Seattle?
Yes. Or one in San Diego, one in San Francisco. And then Bud up here.
Weren't you dating someone here before him?
Oh, yeah, I was.
You were. Because
yeah.
That's why I was so confused when you went on your Leavenworth trip with him.
Yeah. There was another guy, yeah. So, but I wouldn't consider him to be a boyfriend.
Yeah, not a boyfriend,
we were dating, yeah.
But you met him on Hinge.
Hinge as well, yeah. So I've met my previous romantic partners on Hinge.
Yeah.
So
Hinge sponsor us.
Yeah, I've said it enough, the name enough times.
Yeah, Jesus.
What if I just beep everything?
With the censor bar just across the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, so one really bad online dating story I had was in San Francisco, and